Ghost Recon Wildlands has been out for a little over a year now. And while they've made a lot of changes in the last year, and especially with the year 2 update, a lot of good stuff came and has come, but there's still a lot of quality of life changes we'd like to see. Here's the top 9 things that we decided we want to see. What's up guys, Darkdally here playing Ghost Recon Wildlands, and today I want to have a look at some quality of life changes that could really be useful to Ghost Recon Wildlands. You know, that could really be useful to the game if Ubisoft would listen, more to the fans and the players of the game and just fix some of these small little tweaks. Alright guys, the first one is actually really simple. Notice right here, okay, so I have my HUD turned on. Notice when I hit the left button on my D-pad, on PlayStation 4, it cycles my throwables. Now, here's the thing. This is a really simple thing. There's an option to turn off your HUD. Let's go ahead and do that now. So, there. Now my HUD is off. Right, let's back out of the gate. Let's back out of the pause menu. Okay, so I have no HUD. Well, that makes sense, right? Because I turned it off. Here's the problem. When I push left on the D-pad, you can hear it ticking, but it's not there. Now, I realize I turned my HUD off, but you kind of want to have that up so you know what you're holding. Now, if this was a real-life situation, I would not have a HUD. Granted, true. However, I think I would know what I was holding in my hand when I was holding it. So, really what I'm saying is, the first change I want to see Ubisoft make in Ghost Recon Wildlands, now that we're here in year 2, they've made a lot of changes. They really need to make it to just momentarily show exactly what it is I'm scrolling through. Because when you turn off your HUD, that goes away. Let's turn it back on, guys. And then we'll move on. Let's turn this back on. All right, let's put HUD back on default. There we go. Now when I scroll through, I can see again. Why doesn't that just pop up momentarily? Why can't we scroll this menu the other way? Like, let's see, I'm trying to find C4. Let's scroll through and find C4. Oops, I just passed it. That means I have to scroll all the way back through. Now that didn't take that long. That took me about 2 seconds. But in the heat of battle, if you pass one of these things while you're scrolling down here in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, if you pass one up in the heat of battle, it can be really aggravating to go back through it. Why not have a different control for this, a way to scroll back through the other way? And that was actually suggested by my friend Zero. Zero actually had a few suggestions that are going to be on this list. Alright, here's number 2 quality of life improvement we'd like to see in the game. Ubisoft, I hope you're watching this. Alright, so let's have a look. So, Ubisoft has made it really easy to change outfits. I can just go to Edit Appearance, I can go to Special Outfits, and I can scroll down through different sets of gear. So I can scroll through these different outfits and easily change to any preset outfit that I've already made. Now, however, here's my thing. A lot of times when I do that, I want to change my weapon camo. Like for instance, here I have my SR25, and I have it fairly camoed up to match this outfit, right? Well, let's go down here and let's switch to a different outfit here. Okay, so here's my snow outfit. Let's go ahead, let's equip my snow outfit. Select. Let's go back here. Now my weapon doesn't match. So now I have to select my weapon and I have to go down to paints and I have to find, there we go, that'll work. That'll work just fine. So I can have outfit presets. Why doesn't, where's my SR25 at? There we go. So it took all that work to change my weapon to match my outfit. Why can't we have preset weapon camos that go with our outfits? With the year 2 update, we can now customize our companions, our AI squad. Like here's Midas. Oh, Midas just ran past me. Here he is. So I can go into loadout screen. I can go to appearance and I can scroll over to Midas. Let's just quickly put a costume on him, just something, to change him up. Here, let's dress him in Division. I think he'd look good in this. Yeah, he does. Just quickly, let's just do this. All right. So I can quickly change Midas's... see, there he is. I can quickly change his gear to look like the Division. Why can't I change his weapons? Midas is using, it looks like, is that an SR635? Yes, I believe it is. Let's scroll around. Oh, he's moving. Okay. What I'm saying is we can change their gear now. That's cool. That's one awesome thing Ubisoft finally did that they should have done from the start. Why can't I change his weapons? It'd be kind of cool to be able to change our AI squad's loadout. All right, guys? Let's go back to my menu here. All right, so here's actually a great example. This point is armor, armor should protect and camo should conceal. Now, I've already shown it extensively in my ghillie suit test videos, and if you haven't seen those, I'll actually have a link to my ghillie suit test videos in the description of this video. Ghillie suits, like what I'm wearing right here, should make you more concealed and camouflaged. Like, for instance, I'm in a snowy area. If I lay down, I should be harder to see because I'm in a completely white ghillie suit in the snow. So why is that not a thing? It doesn't seem to me like it'd be very difficult. I think that should be a thing. The other thing on point 4 that we're talking about right now is, whoops, I accidentally quit the menu, is armor, and it's kind of the same thing. Let's go down here to clothes. Let's look at my vests. This vest down here should protect more, than, say, this vest. Because, well, it has a plate in it. It has armor. Now, to be fair, to that effect, the game actually does do something because I've done my share of experimenting with, in co-op. If I'm wearing a vest with a plate in it and someone shoots me, the bullet won't go through me. It'll hit me. Of course, there's no friendly fire in this game, as you guys know. The bullet will hit me and not go through. If I'm wearing like a molly or, no vest at all, the bullet will go right through my character. So what I'm saying is they already have some sort of collision detection, mechanic in the game. So why not make it protect your character more? It only makes sense that armor would protect your character a bit more, and it makes sense that camo would, well, camo your character more. All right, guys, let's go into point 5. Point 5 is weapon wraps. This is something else they really need to do to the game. Ubisoft, again, if you're listening, I love you guys. You guys know I love your game. Let's have a look here. So right now I'm using an SR25. Let's scroll over and I have the perfect one. Let's find, oh, here it is. It's right here. The SR25 Liberator. Here we go. This weapon, along with others, has a wrap. Let's have a look at it. Here's what I mean by weapon wraps. See, it has leaves and crap, wrapped around it. It creates its own kind of camouflage. Now, it doesn't actually have any effect in game, but it looks cool, okay? Let's go down to the SR1, what's it called? Chameleon, there it is. Here's another one. This one comes with a custom weapon wrap. See, it's all got like this mossy wrap around the weapon. Now, it doesn't do anything, but then again, neither does this ghillie suit. So I'm not asking this to actually do anything. What I'm saying is they already have the skins for this available and in the game. So why can't I apply this to my regular SR1? See? All right, so that's point number 5. All right, guys, now point number 6 is something that's kind of hard for me to demonstrate right here as I am just playing solo, so I'll just give it to you real quick. This is a stealth game, or it has the ability to be a stealth game. You can stealthily infiltrate a base. You can take out enemies. But here's the problem. If an enemy spots a dead body that you've dropped, then you get an alert, right? Yeah, of course. So why don't we have the ability to move bodies? We should be able to walk over, pick up the body, and move it away, just like we can in Far Cry, which is, by the way, an Ubisoft game as well, also Assassin's Creed. Why can't we pick up and move bodies? If a dead body is going to cause an alert, then why can't I pick up and move them? Now, I'm not a programmer, a coder. I don't know how hard that would be or, how doable that would be to, enable in the game. But that's something that they really should look at. This is a game which can be largely stealth-based. But when you're stealthing into a base, despite all of that, you have to be really careful. And you have to make sure to, if you drop a body and if there's a witness nearby, you have to drop the witness too because you can't move the bodies. All right, guys, let's move on to number 7. There is a loading screen, and I'll try to find it for you. There's a loading screen in the game which shows a player sitting in a truck bed. Okay, this isn't exactly an empty truck bed. This one has a cover on it, but you know what I mean. I'll see if I can find a pic for you. There's a loading screen that shows the player, or shows, you know, one of the characters in the truck bed shooting out of it. But yet there's no option to get into the back of a truck. Here, let's go over here. See, there's no option to get in this truck. You can only go passenger or drive. You can't hop in the bed. Now, of course, this one has a camper. I'm not demonstrating this as well as I could, but you know what I'm talking about. All right, so here we go. I found us a pickup truck. It was not letting me call one properly. That was kind of an odd thing there. All right, so this pickup truck right here, there's no option to get in the back. Now, that said, if I'm in co-op, and let's say I hop in the back, you know, it's not even letting me. But let's say there was a way, if I could get in the back of this truck, I still couldn't ride in it. They would drive off, and you know, it would just leave me in the dust. So that's something they need to do, especially since it is actually featured in a loading screen where it shows a character in the back of a truck shooting. It should like allow me to get back here. For instance, I can get in the back of a car. See, I can hop in the trunk of this SUV right here. Right? See? So why can't I shoot out of the bed of this truck? That said, there are some cars you can not only get in the trunk, you can actually also fire out of them. All right, so guys, that's point number 7. For point number 8, this is another thing that's going to be kind of hard to demonstrate with, you know, just the in-game things. I'm not sure that I can show you this, but here, let me go to my map. So let's say I was in co-op. And now when you're in co-op, you know, if you're with one other player or 3 other players, you can each place, you know, marks. You can each place your own targets. So if I'm the host of the game and I place a mark right here, that's going to be Alpha. The next guy's going to place a mark, you know, player 2, and it'll be Bravo, and then, you know, Charlie, Delta, etc. But one thing I'd like to see, you know, this is something actually pretty original. Like, a lot of the stuff I've said so far has been stuff that's kind of honestly no-brainers that they should just include in the game. This is something a little bit different. You know how in Arma, when you open the map up, you can literally draw on it. So it's like if I'm in co-op with someone here in Inca Chaka, and I say, okay, we're going to go assault this base right here. Well, that's not a base. That's a rebel outpost. Let's just say this is a base, right? And I say we're going to assault this base. And the ability to draw lines on the map and customize it, and then the other players could see that. Now, I think that's a really cool thing for a military, you know, strategy-based kind of game like this is. This is a third-person shooter, but there's a lot of strategy to it. And I think it'd be a big boon if players could individually, I mean, we can each set our own waypoints all over the map. Wouldn't it be cool if we could, why not let us draw on it? Why not let me draw an arrow or a circle to show my teammates exactly where I'm talking about an attack? Guys, that's point number 8, and I think that's actually I think that would be a great quality of life improvement for Ghost Recon Wildlands. And guys, now we're at number 9, and this one's also a little bit hard to demonstrate. I'm just sitting here in game, but one thing we should be able to do, I think this would be great as well, is they should allow us to adjust the sights on the rifles. For instance, let me pull out my SR1 here. So when I pull out my SR1, let's get prone here on the edge of the hillside. All right, so when I pull out my SR1, when I fire my weapon, if you can see, you see the bullet drop. It drops down. It looked like it dropped down. Right here, let's fire this hill. There we go. Let's fire that again. Okay, you saw it. It's dropping right to the top of that vertical axis of the sights right there. Now, that's fine. It's all well and good. I like adjusting. When I'm doing sniper shooting, I like adjusting. And in fact, that's actually what I'm suggesting. Instead of saying, okay, so that range is about the top of this axis, so I need to put the top of this vertical axis on this guy's head, why not let me adjust my own elevation and windage on the scope? Okay, so how about this? There's a game, Sniper Ghost Warrior 3. It's actually a really fun game. I haven't gotten around to playing it much lately, but it's really fun. And it has exactly that mechanic in it. So I'm saying when I zoom in, why not let me hit buttons to take a test shot, see where my bullets are hitting, and then adjust my elevation and windage or whatever is necessary to make my shot. That way, instead of aiming at, say, it's like, okay, so instead of aiming like the 3rd mil dot down, right, instead of saying, okay, that's 3 mil dots down, I would fire the first shot, see that it's 3 mil dots down, and then adjust it, and then I'd be shooting on my crosshair, right in that little red crosshair in the middle. And I think that'd be a great idea. Add some kind of mechanic for some kind of adjustment for at least elevation. I realize there's no windage in this game. Yeah, but at least, okay, how about this, guys? How about at least elevation? You know, so up on my axis. So then I could turn a little knobby and adjust my scope like you would in real life so that I'm now hitting on my red crosshairs. All right, guys. So that's my suggestions for the 9 top quality of life improvements we really need to see in Ghost Recon Wildlands. I've talked to some of my friends, and these are the top 9 that we've agreed upon. We could probably pull a couple more out. Guys, tell me what you think. I think these really are all things that I really want to see. These are the things I want to see in the coming months. Guys, tell me what you think in the comments below. This has been real fun, and I'd like to see a lot of this stuff implemented in the game. So we'll see what happens. All right, guys. I'm Darkdally. I will catch you all next time. There we go. Are you kidding me? What was that? That was new. Wow, that's I call bullshit on that. I call a truck and it instantly explodes when I call it. I call bullshit on that.